We're back on Let's Just Talk with my best guy, that's the expert in dental care, is Dr. James E. Butler, and all of his fans out there that are on Facebook and everything. If you want to call in, all you have to do is dial 513-579-1160, and you'll be on our show. Mm-hmm. Now, you can hear you in Dublin and Hilliard on 1160 Christian Talk, but what we're going to talk about is where are we going next with your practice, and also I know that you want to do things in different cities. Am I correct? And do training. So let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, first let's talk about how this is evolving. We're right in the middle of a dramatic change in all of dentistry called digital dentistry. Mm-hmm. And what that does is that makes computers do a lot of the work that technicians used to do. Okay. First of all, we need a lot of work done, and there's not as many technicians per capita as there used to be, nor can they be made any more efficient. Whereas computers can get digital data files, and there's an unlimited capacity, only limited by the number of scanners to take in the information.
Right.
Programmers to do the work, which is, it's easier to get a program to train a dental technician. And then people to run the machines, and enough machines to make the stuff, okay?
Okay.
So,
Are there a lot of machines that you have to do it in your office? Is it done in your office?
Well, this particular is not done in our office because these robots cost $500,000.
Well, no, they wouldn't be in your office.
but they're very fast, and so they really can make enough units to pay for themselves easily. But they have to be in special cages because these are big animals. They need air-conditioned rooms and clean rooms and scrubbed air and all that stuff in order to be efficient. So.
Now, are those in Phoenix?
They're in Phoenix, yes.
We should go to Phoenix and we should film a show there. That would be even better. Right?
Who wouldn't want to be in Phoenix? Except today, it's just like, I'm telling you, I went to the Ohio State Notre Dame game in Phoenix over Christmas, and it never got this nice. Any day I was there, no.
Well,
it's nicer today in Cincinnati than it was in Phoenix for the game.
Well, my son lives in Phoenix. I have a lot of friends in Phoenix, and actually I used to live in Phoenix. Yeah. So I know it really well.
Well, it didn't rain, but I'll tell you what, it got cold at night.
Well, I was in Houston. I was in Houston, and then I was in Nolens, one of my favorite places where my daughter lives, and it was cold. It was actually cold. So,
well, I've been telling everybody for a while, if global warming gets any worse, we'll freeze to death.
Really?
Remember all the cold winters we
had? We used to have. Well, it's funny, but this has been how cold has it been in Columbus? Not much.
It's been, it hasn't been as cold as the past. This is, according to the Farmer's Almanac, it's supposed to be a mild winter, so it's just a mild winter phase, but was it 2 or 3 years ago? It was 13 below.
I know. Okay, let's talk about what you want to accomplish this year.
Well, we're going to further the digital denture thing because we can also make crowns and bridge work over implants, and these will be done in our office with digital scanning and no goop in your mouth, and the programming is in process now. Then we intend to take that array of digital products and get them out there so that the baby boomers can take advantage of it. Now, a lot of companies are doing digital dentistry, and you've probably heard of CEREC and E4D, and we've got one that we're working with right now. But our practice is not so much single crowns on natural teeth as it is solving the implant puzzle, making it cost effective, making it last, making it convenient, making it non-invasive.
Right. And you know what is amazing? I have to tell this story before we go off the air today, but you met somebody when you were a resident. Yes,
Dr. Gates, who I would hope you would have on your show sometime.
I want to have him right away. He sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have a psychiatrist on our show at all.
If we're going to tell this story, I got to tell it quick because it's a fantastic story.
Okay.
In 1984, I was in oral surgery residency at Ohio State University, and implants were just coming out. The first implant was patented in 1982, and so this gentleman came in. He was a young grad student there in psychiatry, and he had a bad tooth that had to come out, and he was such a young guy. He's only 22. So I said, well, here's what we're going to do. We went with the literature. We took his upper right wisdom tooth and put it where his lower left tooth was. And he's given me permission to tell this story.
Really? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm telling this with permission. Otherwise, it's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah,
but,
right. Okay.
But Todd wants me to get it out there because it's a very good story. That tooth lasted 32 years, and then he called me last year. Okay. He called me last year and said, they finally, my endodontist said he can't fix it anymore. We got to get it out. So he came all the way from Florida because he remembered me. He found me. Okay. And we did a really fantastic procedure where we took that molar out and put an implant in at the same time. And he's been doing great, and that tooth will be servicing him for the rest of his life. But it was amazing to see, because I had no idea what happened to that. I knew it worked to the time I was in residency, and it took. Had no idea that it lasted 32 years.
32 years.
I don't know anybody else that's ever transplanted a tooth.
No, I have never heard of that before.
We didn't have implants. We had to think up other ways to get people their tooth back.
Wow. But you guys renewed your friendship, and you're seeing each other all the time now.
And it turned out he had an incredible career.
Right.
He is a PTSD expert and
we need to have him on for that. We definitely
with the government, and he's a fantastic guy.
Right. Have you ever in your life, you probably have heard of Dean Kamen, who's Mr. Robotic, right? The Segway, the walking wheelchair.
Yeah.
He is actually working in robotics like you wouldn't believe today, and he's doing it with young people.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, he does the name of his company is called DECA, and DEKA, and he is working with wounded warriors and guys that have PTSD.
That's great.
And you've heard of the exoskeleton?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, he's the one that helped with that.
Wow. He
came up with a robotic arm. So why can't he be working with us on dental too?
Well, we've got dental experts working on dental.
I know that.
We're doing pretty good with that.
We're pretty good.
But the interesting thing is that the robotics is usually the manufacturing process is done with robotics, not so much the placement, but still is care, skill, and judgment of a properly trained treating dentist. Right. And so, as a certified trainer, we've gotten the word out. It's got to get more popular. There's a lot of companies that have a lot at stake with traditional processes, and they're coming around. They're starting to see the light about one-piece implants and the power of doing these milled processes. And when someone first invents a way of getting something done, it's usually just the way that everything can be made to work.
Right.
What we've done is completely re-envisioned it. And gone back and done disruptive type of where we're not trying to modify the existing process anymore. We're just saying, hey, we're going to start over and figure out what would we do if we had today's technology.
Are you working with any soldiers or anybody, wounded warriors at this point, if they come in?
Well, we've certainly done a lot of military people,
Right.
We're set up for people who have disabilities, and whether it's wheelchair,
whatever
injury, we've got the set up to accommodate handicaps. So
that's great. That's wonderful. One of the things that I want to do each month, Dr. Butler, is once or twice a month, if we can, is have you back on, because I think it's really important to get out your message. I really do. And so I want to invite you back and have you do something. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can call in even.
Well, as this evolves, we'll have updates.
That's really important, because I think that people want to hear what's happening. I mean, it's really changed my life. You want to give your website out, please?
Yes, it's idismile.com. It's Innovative Dental Implants on Facebook, and what we do is we do longevity counseling for baby boomers, and in addition to that, anyone who's tragically lost their teeth for any reason, we can counsel them on cost-effective ways to get them back and make them feel natural without dentures.
That's right. And it's the best. And if you don't do it, you're really not enjoying your life, in a sense, because we're living longer and happier, and you'll have more energy, too, which is important to make it better.
Well, you know that the studies have shown that people who have implants rather than dentures live 7 to 10 years longer.
So now I'm going to live 100 to 157 instead of just 150. Right. Well, guess what? We've run out of time, and I have to give our website out, too, which is letsjusttalkradio.com. Don't forget to go to our Facebook, which is Kathryn Raaker, or you can go to Kathryn Raaker YouTube, or you can watch us all over Time Warner, Comcast, YouTube, everywhere for all of our programs. And I want to thank you today for coming down to be with us live today on Kathryn Raaker's Let's Just Talk. Don't forget to go to letsjusttalkradio.com and IDISmile.com. Thank
you, Kathryn.
And we'll see you next week on Kathryn Raaker's Let's Just Talk. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for joining us on Born Before 64 with Kathryn Raaker. For more information on our show, check out our website at www.bornbefore64.com.